Well, I mean, what would happen if we prayed and we got everything we wanted every time?
Because I know that we pray, to talk to God and kind of relate with Him. But why pray for something such as, I pray for someone for safe travels, but then they get immediately injured or something? So what's the whole point of me praying for like God, like a genie kind of deal? I don't understand. I pray to God, for a relationship and connection, but why pray for things like a genie? I don't want to use God like that. So I'm curious why.
Well, God tells us to put forth our requests to God. And we're supposed to pray in His will, because even Jesus Himself, right, said, Lord, if there's any other way this cup can pass from me, please have it pass from me. But if not my will, but your will. So He wants us to have dependence on Him, to have this relationship, as you just mentioned, Drew. But can you imagine, well, I mean, what would happen if we prayed and we got everything we wanted every time? What would happen to us?
I think we would get full of ourselves.
Yeah, I think we'd be very shallow, and we would use God, just like you mentioned, a genie. He's not a genie. He is someone that we have a relationship with, and He wants us to depend on Him. But He's not going to give us everything we want any more than a loving parent is going to give a child everything he or she wants. He knows what's best for us, and sometimes what's best for us is pain and suffering, as we just spoke about, right? So, and I agree with you. Prayer, to a certain extent, is a mystery, right? There are questions about prayer that I don't know the answer to. But God tells us to pray, and it does create a relationship with God, and we are to depend on Him and pray for what we want, with the knowledge that what we want might not really be what He wants for our lives. We're supposed to pray in accord with His will. In fact, can you think of something you prayed for in the past that, looking back, you go, gee, I'm glad He didn't answer that the way I wanted it to? I can think of several things. I wouldn't be married to my current wife because I prayed that another woman would be my wife in the past. Thank God that didn't happen. Right? So, thank God. Doesn't Garth Brooks have a song on this? He does. What's that? Thank God for unanswered prayer, right? Garth Brooks, the theologian. Yeah. So sometimes we're thankful that He says no. All right?
I've had one similar like that, just like with a relationship with someone like that, so I'm glad it was
sure.
no as well. So.
Yeah, absolutely. All right? Thank you so much, Drew.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it.